everybody. Saman, if you're watching this, I cannot get on the normal internet here, and I'm still at the theatre. Oh, brilliant, no battery. That's going to go well then. Excuse me, everybody. I'm going to see if I can get a battery sorted out. Excuse me. Right, so this is very unusual. I am going to take you on a journey with me. I'm actually still at the theatre because we had our first read-through and Sitzprobe of my next show today, which is going to be Nina Simone, For Women by Christina Ham. And up until about an hour ago when I started having to prepare for this, I was still in meetings, having done the read-through already. And I don't have my with me. I didn't expect it all to go on so long. So I am now going to have to take you through to somewhere. So this is where we are rehearsing up until Wednesday. I cannot tell you what it's all about because it's a big secret. And I am going to go to the next room where I have hopefully some internet. And at least I can keep my phone loaded and read to you from in here. If suddenly there is noise, that is because they're actually rehearsing downstairs still. And I'm going to plug you guys in like this. So this is exciting, right? This is what live theatre. Excuse me, let me just do this. See, it's already got down to 10, right? No, that's not the one. That's the one. Okay. So, that should work now. If you guys lose me, I do apologize. But this is all a little bit unusual today, as I said. I was supposed to be at home already. And I cannot be at home because I was rehearsing up until now. So, let's see how we're doing. And if we've got internet access. We have internet access. That's a good thing. Right? Okay, I'm just going to share this a little bit and then we're good to go. All right. Let me just, hello, I'll be with you in a minute, guys. All right. Good evening, everybody. I hope you can see me okay. I do apologize for the unusualness of today's reading. I have been in rehearsals all day long, and I was actually going to read in our rehearsal space, but this is a very old building and they have very thick walls. I'm in the Theater Drachengasse, and it's a very old building and they have very thick walls, and sometimes the Wi-Fi doesn't work. You have to get really close to the router sometimes for the Wi-Fi to work. So it wasn't working next door, and then I was losing battery on my phone, and my iPhone no good cable with me. So I had to improvise a little bit, and now I'm in the communal office space. I hope they don't mind, I hope they'll forgive me. And I'm gonna read you one night of 1001 Arabian Nights, because we promised to do it live, and that's what we're doing. So my name is Joanna Godwin Seidl. I run Vienna Theatre Project, and during the pandemic, my very dear friend and colleague Saman Girard and I decided that we wanted to read 1001 Arabian Nights together. The lockdown is no longer taking place in Vienna, Austria, but you know, we are still reading because all over the world different things are happening, and we're reading for your pleasure and for our pleasure too. We try to make it live as much as we possibly can. Very occasionally is it not live. This is me tonight saying hi to you from the Theater Drachengasse. I've been in rehearsals all day. I'm a director. If you're in Vienna, we are doing Nina Simone for Women by Christina Ham, which opens on the 21st of September. It's got some phenomenal actresses and singers in it. You must make sure you come and watch it. www.drachengasse.at to find out how to get your tickets, or viennatheatreproject.com. So without further ado, I will start reading, and I hope you are all having a wonderful evening this evening. I'm looking a little bit dark today, but that's not always a bad thing. I wonder if actually if I press that great big bright yellow blob on the back, no, that doesn't make it any better whatsoever. So I'll just stay being the way I am. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Right, so now, when it was, so we're reading 1001 Arabian Nights, and we are on the 133rd night. Now, when it was the 133rd night, Shahrazad said, "It hath reached me, O auspicious king, that the Wazir Dandan continued to Zawr al-Makan. Now one day, as Taj al-Muluk sat in his shop, behold, there appeared an ancient woman who came up to him, followed by 2 slave girls. She ceased not advancing till she stood before him, before the shop of Taj al-Muluk, and, observing his symmetry and beauty and loveliness, marvelled at his charms and sweated in her petticoat trousers, exclaiming, 'Glory to him who created thee out of vile water and made thee a temptation to all beholders.' And she fixed her eyes on him and said, 'This is not a mortal. He is none other than an angel, deserving the highest respect.' Then she drew near and saluted him, whereupon he returned her salute and rose to his feet to receive her and smiled in her face. All this by a hint from Aziz. After which he made her sit down by his side and fanned her with a fan till she was rested and refreshed. Then he turned to Taj al-Muluk and said, 'O my son, O thou who art perfect in bodily gifts and spiritual graces, say me, art thou of this country? He replied in voice the sweetest and in tone the pleasantest, By Allah, O my mistress, I was never in this land during my life till this time, nor do I abide here by way of diversion. Rejoined she, May the granter grant thee all honour and prosperity. And what stuffs hast thou brought with thee? Show me something passing fine, for the beauteous should bring nothing but what is beautiful. He heard her words, his heart fluttered, and he knew not their inner meaning. But Aziz made a sign to him. He replied, I have everything thou canst desire, and especially I have goods that besit none but kings and kings' daughters. So, tell me what stuff thou wantest, and for whom, that I may show thee what will be fitting for him. This he said, that he might learn the meaning of her words, and she rejoined, I want stuff fit for the princess Dunya, daughter of King Liman. When the prince heard the name of his beloved, he jumped great joy and said to Aziz, Give me a parcel. So Aziz brought it and opened it before Taj al-Muluk, who said to the old woman, Select what will suit her, for these goods are to be found only with me. She chose stuffs worth 1,000 dinars and asked, How much is this? And she ceased not the while to talk with him and rub what was inside her thighs with the palm of her hand. Answered Taj al-Muluk, haggle with thee, like of thee about this paltry price. Praised be Allah, acquainted me with thee. The old woman rejoined, Allah's name be upon thee. I commend thy beautiful face to the protection of the Lord of the daybreak. Beautiful face and eloquent speech. Happy she who lies in thy bosom and claspeth thy waist in her arms and enjoyeth thy youth. If she be beautiful and lovely like thyself. At this, Taj al-Muluk laughed till he fell on his back and said to himself, Oh, fulfill his desires by means of pimping. They are true fulfillers of desires. Then she asked, O my son, what is thy name? And he answered, My name is Taj al-Muluk, the crown of kings. Quoth she, This is indeed a name of kings and kings' sons, and thou art clad in merchant's clothes. Quoth Aziz, For the love of his parents and family bore him, and for the value they set on him, they... Replied the old woman, Thou sayest sooth. Allah guard you both from the evil eye and the ears, though hearts be broken with charms. Then she took the stuffs and went her way. But she was amazed at his beauty and stature and symmetry, and she ceased not going till she found the lady Dunya and said to her, O my mistress, I have brought thee some handsome stuffs. Quoth the princess, Show me that same. And the old woman, Apple of my eye, here it is, turn it over and examine it. Now when the princess looked at it, she was amazed and said, Oh my nurse, this is indeed handsome stuff. and he is a temptation